It's time to part ways with my buddies and dive into the Indonesian adventure on my own. I'm heading towards Sulawesi in search of challenges and new adventures.
Keep Your Wings, le podcast.
Chapter 5, A Precarious Journey. The time for goodbyes with Thibault and Nico had arrived. Well, almost. Those jerks never heard my repeated knocks on their door to say goodbye. Nevertheless, my boat wasn't waiting, as I had to leave Gili Trawangan at dawn to return to Lombok. After 20 minutes on the whole tub, my journey continued aboard a horse-drawn carriage to reach a pickup point, hoping to get to the airport. Indeed, I had made my decision. I was going to Sulawesi. I was craving a change, more nature, and a challenge. And I wouldn't be disappointed. The arrival in Sulawesi was not easy, with hours of delay, because the plane was never ready. The troubles continued as I tried to reach my Grab driver while avoiding the taxis swarming around the airport. My entire leg sank into a badly sealed manhole cover. More fear than harm in the end, but a hefty dose of adrenaline for sure. And to finish, my late arrival at the hotel into that muggy room with my friends the cockroaches, quite an introduction I must say. The condition of the road in Sulawesi is catastrophic as well. Small holes, always small holes, but in return, magnificent landscape as far as the eye can see. After almost 10 days, the adventure truly began, and was marked by this first arduous journey taken by Grab to Kopo, a secluded spot, but paradoxically, I really wanted to go there. It's a small town to explore in order to mingle with the population and learn even more about the Indonesian. Accommodation in Sulawesi is actually quite expensive. However, I found myself in a old hotel where I was the only guest with the owner and his family. "Hello, I booked 2 nights in your hotel."
"Hello, your room is ready,"
he replied with a look of astonishment. After showing my room, I told him I would like to go to Sengkang in 2 days and was looking for the most suitable means of transport. I was planning to take a bus.
"Oh, there are no buses around here."
"A Grab then?"
"Grab driver can come here if you take them from a big city, but there aren't any in the region."
"A taxi?"
"Taxis don't circulate in the vicinity."
"But, how do you leave the town then?"
"We own a car."
"A tourist, how do they do it?"
"We don't get many tourists here, it's mostly locals. There isn't much to see in this area."
"Hitchhiking?"
"Hitchhiking?"
"Well, waiting on the side of the road with your thumb out."
"Ah, yes, that. But it's not really practiced here. However, there are locals who might take you towards your destination for a sum of money. They crisscross the country and make money by driving people without cars to remote areas."
"Ah, perfect. I'll try that."
"Be aware, though, you've come at a bad time. Ramadan ends in 3 days, so until then, no one will be making long trips. People want to celebrate with family and loved ones."
I resigned myself to my fate, knowing I would stay in the area for 3 days. It's safe to say the owner wasn't lying. There was absolutely nothing. I managed to negotiate with a motorbike driver to take me to see a waterfall an hour and a half away from Kopo and bring me back for a small fee. This will be my only excursion during my rather calm and boring stay. The day before my departure, the owner knocked on my door. I opened it, still half asleep, and asked him the reason for his visit.
"Hello."
He launched with a big smile.
"Would you like to join the breaking of the fast?"
"Oh, with pleasure," I replied, surprised by the offer. Let me take a shower and I'll be there."
"Take your time, please. It will last all day,"
the friendly man responded. After freshening up, I headed toward the gigantic lobby of my hotel. In the middle, a very long rectangular table held various dishes that were completely unfamiliar to me. Being a fussy eater, I was surprised to find a few rare gems that I quickly ate throughout the day. Truly, this breaking of the fast allowed me to meet many members of the hotel's owner family, from his wife and children to his brother-in-law and cousin by marriage, as well as the great uncle living in Jakarta. Their English was rough, but they offered smiles, sparkling eyes, and a thirst to learn and get to know the other person. I was lucky, especially grateful for this moment. Unexpected, certainly, but interesting and moving. This is what I love most about traveling. Breaking down the fears, taboos, and barriers that some people impose on themselves out of fear. Life is not meant to be lived in a small bubble. You have to reach out to others, go out and meet people, whoever they may be, to believe again in humanity, in people, in kindness. Life is not limited to what we see in the media. I had a painful experience of carrying my burden of pessimism at the time. You have to remain open in all circumstances and keep learning. Our world is not made only of doubt and certainties. You must also leave room for surprise. The next day was time for me to start my adventure. I thanked my host and asking for a piece of cardboard on which I wrote Sengkang. My next destination was set. All I had to do was to rely on luck and the kindness of the locals. I start off by the side of the road, which I thought was the main one, a bit out of spite. Very quickly, a man spotted my sign and waved for me to hop onto the back of his trailer. Yes, I cheered, thinking the hardest part was already over. However, the journey was short-lived. After barely 10 minutes, he dropped me off on a busier street and advised me to stand on the corner. I asked him if any cars were going to Sengkang.
Sometimes.
He smiled, squinting his eyes. I returned his smile, crossing my finger. He laughed and waved goodbye before driving off. No sooner had I posed myself at the crossroad than a car stopped. A young girl wearing a headscarf got out with her mother. They spoke English and asked me where I was from and what I was doing here.
Can we take a selfie with you?
They asked excitedly. Yeah, no problem. The selfie was done, but the mother-daughter duo wasn't headed toward my destination. The mother still decided to stay with me, scanning the approaching cars in the distance. After 10 minutes by chance, she hailed the vehicle and engaged in a endless conversation with the driver.
He's going to Sengkang,
She confirmed.
but he will stop in several towns beforehand. He will ask for a financial contribution.
Yeah, perfect, I replied, surprised by the speed of the process. I got into the back, and there was a surprise. There were already 3 people in the trunk area and 4 people on the back seat. I settled on the back bench while a man settled in the trunk, squeezed like sardines, my feet resting on an enormous 5-kilo bag of rice, next to a basket with a live chicken inside. The trip promised to be epic. Photos, smiles, bursts of laughter, wide eyes and exceptional kindness. This journey lasted 5 hours and 30 minutes for barely 100 kilometers. An insane experience, an incredibly uncomfortable ride. But man, what memories.